On this month's Mustang Magazine, we travel to the bright lights of the Alberta Performing Centre to check out a student-produced play. We also take a look at some delicious cookies teaching important lessons to students. And we meet a senior who has lost so much but is comforted by her NHS family. All this and much, much more, only here on Mustang Magazine 25.
Hello and welcome to our May edition of Mustang Magazine. I'm Jared Gagano. We have plenty in store for you guys this month, including an inside look at how students at Norwood High deal with extraordinary loss and the people who support them. We also have a story on the original play, Stay Tuned, written and directed by an NHS senior and her creative inspiration for her very own theatrical production. First off, we have Brian Curley's trip to Filipino School and his interesting cultural interactions. We're calling this one Schooled. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Brian Curley here reporting for NHS-TV at the Bedford Community Center. I'm here for IP, otherwise known as Filipino School, which meets every other Sunday during the school year, and I'm here to learn more about the Filipino culture. Let's take a look. In the language class, students learn words in the predominant language in the Philippines, Tagalog. This allows for the students to keep close ties to their ancestral roots. Pumpkins is cassava, pavo the turkey, gravy is sasawan. Thanksgiving is there. No, it's not. They took it out. Silly. Thanksgiving. Pasa Salaman. In culture class, the students learn about the history of the Philippines. This specific class, we broke up into groups and researched several important figures in Filipino history. I don't know. So I just had arts and crafts class, and we made the parole, which is a wooden star with this confetti paper on it.
Anybody wants to put a candle in I take the girls tonight and sing this song. Just get up on what fun it is to ride on one horse open sleigh.
In dance class, we learned the traditional dance, the Banaswan. The Banaswan is popular at weddings and birthdays and is intended to be danced with glasses of rice wine on the dancers' heads and hands. Here at IP, I did a number of different classes. I had a language class, a culture class, I did some arts and crafts, and I even did some dancing. I'd have to say dancing was probably the most interesting, seeing I'm not a very good dancer myself. Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Brian Curley.
Thanks, Brian. Next up is the very difficult but very necessary story of Hearts of Hope, a club here at NHS for students who have lost a close relative, such as a parent. Erin Crowley reports on one participant who lost her mother and now finds comfort thanks to this club.
So I was 14 when I lost my mom, so I didn't have a license. I had my sister around who could drive me around, but a big thing is just like you don't realize how much your parents really do for you until they're gone.
Throughout her experience, Rachel has learned to self-motivate herself to do everything that her mom used to do for her.
Definitely just adapting so quickly was very hard for me, but you know, you have to do what you have to do. There was really no other alternative for me. I just had to put a good face on and try to learn how to do things better on my own. I ruined my clothes once, a whole load of laundry I completely ruined because I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know how to cook, and my mom cooked dinner almost every night, so there's a lot of changes.
At Norwood High School, there is a club to help support students like Rachel, who who are willing to open up about their loss.
Hearts of Hope is a group that was started by a senior last year, and it's a group for students who have lost a close loved one. It's open to students that have lost a parent, a sibling, a really close relative.
I definitely, when I meet people who have lost a parent, there's just a certain kind of connection that I have with them because you can just relate to some of the difficulties that you might have.
At this point in her life, Rachel is now open to giving her insight to other kids who are going through the same thing that she went through.
One thing I definitely do wish that I had the opportunity to do is to spend more time with her if I had known. I remember a specific time, actually, when I was in my room on my computer, probably messaging my friends, and my mom came in and said, "Do you want to watch Toy Story 3 with me? I heard it's sad and I don't want to cry by myself." And I said, "No, Mom, like I'm busy. Like I was like just a snobby teenager, and looking back now, like I would do anything to just watch Toy Story 3 with her. Like it's the little things. But if you're going through it, just keep your head up, talk to people, don't hide in your room, because I wanted to hide in my room forever."
Oh my God, Elizabeth.
We really just encourage people to come to either myself or Mrs. Larea and let us know when you guys want to meet. It's really kind of student focused as opposed to us setting dates, because sometimes people aren't ready to talk about it, or they had a bad week and then they don't want to talk about it.
And if you don't take the opportunity to thank not only your parents, everyone around you, you're going to regret it.
Reporting from Mustang Magazine, I'm Erin Crowley.
A very important story indeed. Thanks, Aaron. Our next story is about the determination of a few NHS Winter Guard participants. Even with past budget cuts and cancellations, they find a way to do what they love. Amanda Springer reports.
So Winter Guard is an activity kind of like Color Guard. We use props, sabers, rifles, and flags to create a show which has a message.
Due to recent budget restrictions at Norwood High, the Winter Guard program was cut.
During the Thanksgiving football game, we met the Dedham Color Guard and we had talked to them about how we weren't able to have our own Winter Guard program, and they asked us to join their Winter Guard, and so we came.
Now, Norwood Winter Guard competes alongside Dedham in various shows throughout the season.
We compete in New England Scholastic Band Association's circuit. It's a winter percussion and winter guard circuit. It was really interesting and fun to combine with girls that we hadn't met before, because everybody has a different level of where they're spinning at or how long they've been spinning. We all became really good friends, and like we're a tight-knit family now.
From Mustang Magazine, I'm Amanda Springer.
Those girls worked really hard and deserve all the best. Next up is a very talented student who has found her passion in music.
Sophomore Celeste McGinty has been a musician from a very young age and plays many instruments.
I learned to play the cello when I was 3.5. I play 4 instruments, and they are cello, violin, piano, and the flute.
Celeste's dad, Kevin, taught her when she first started.
Celeste was the sort of student who was very natural about her approach to the piano. When she put her hands on the piano keyboard, it looked like they belonged there, and they just moved sort of effortlessly.
Celeste doesn't play music because she has to. She does it because she enjoys it.
I do it for like pleasure. If I'm like stressed, it eases my stress. So.
Celeste has played many pieces and in many places, but she has a few favorites.
On the cello, my favorite piece to play is Unaccompanied Bach, the first suite. The piano, I love to play the Chopin Waltz, E minor. My favorite place to play, places is Jordan Hall and Symphony Hall, because they have really good acoustics.
Kevin McGinty has watched Celeste's ability flourish over the years and believes that music should be a part of everyone's lives.
Just the fact that she's become more mature, more concerned about others, a stronger sense of caring about what she does, all of those things contribute to make her as good a musician as she is today? Well, I think people grow as musicians in the same way that they grow as people. And I think everyone should have music in his life in one way or another, besides just listening to it. Playing it certainly makes a very big difference, because then it's a wordless communication.
Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Mary Erickson.
Such sweet music. Speaking of sweet, PLC teacher Mr. Stamides helps some students learn important life skills. This week may be the most important with how to bake cookies. Nick Gazzaro reports.
The students in Mr. Stamides' class are learning how to cook in order to learn basic life skills.
We're going with the classic. We're making chocolate chip cookies today.
But before they can cook, they need to get organized.
Do you want like this one? Sure.
We're going to mix the ingredients together. We're going to set up our stove. We'll make our dough, and once our dough is ready, we'll make cookies using the spoons.
Like that?
Yeah. Not maybe it's 2 inches apart, so you want to spread it out a little bit more. We'll put the cookie sheets in the oven, and about 10 minutes after, we should have cookies ready to go before lunch.
As part of the Pragmatic Learning Center, Antonio Di Cesare learns how to cook while learning life and social skills.
We usually make it for the class, but if I had to make it for a friend, I would make it for my friend Hannah Benson and Maura O'Neill. I want them to, enjoy some good cooking from me, so.
And everyone enjoys the cookies thanks to Mr. Stamides' special recipe.
We got flour, sugar, eggs, milk. We're going to use some butter. And the recipe calls for an egg, but instead of using an egg, we're going to use applesauce to kind of help form the dough, make it a little stickier. It's a little trick that I know of.
After the ingredients are prepared, the cookies are ready to go into the oven.
The guys that I'm working with today, they know what they should be doing. The stove is working, so hopefully there should be no challenges.
I really like to learn the basic stuff, and I like making foods that I never got to do at my own house, and I think it would be really good to learn from Mrs. Stamides and try to use these skills when I leave high school.
If you ever smell the cookies baking, come on down to room 112 for a bite. For Mustang Magazine, I'm Nick Gazzaro.
What do you guys think? Good? John, what do you think? It's good? I like this.
Jessica Gregorio is an NHS senior who has written her own theatrical on-stage production, Stay Tuned. She has won multiple accolades for her ability to express the human condition. Alex Avakian reports.
Senior Jessica Gregorio wrote and directed a play called Stay Tuned.
It's based a lot on a band, the 1975, a lot of their music.
Stay Tuned is about a girl who is losing one of her senses, and it is focused on her relationship with a boy who is experiencing troubles of his own.
It's different from what we've done in the past. Last year we wrote the show together as a class, but having one person put all their ideas and writing their mind down on a piece of paper and then having everyone else act out their image, it's different, and I like it.
I'm directing, I kind of like to direct them how I want it to be. It sounds a little bad, but it's more like getting them on the right direction, kind of filling out the image that I see of the show.
Nothing! Just bring it on.
Directing and casting a play also came with new difficulties.
Right now it's a little bit more to the left, a little bit.
It's hard because you really have to judge them on certain things of what would make your image happen. And at the end of the day, I think we came up with a great cast. They all work really hard. They're doing exactly what I wanted, and they're doing a great job. They're improving every day.
Mia has been acting for 6 years now, but this is her first time directing.
I mean, maybe if it happens, I really am hoping to go to a school surrounded by fine arts.
Stay Tuned was performed at Festival and will be moving on to the semifinals. From Mustang Magazine, I'm Alex Avakian.
Aiden Flores caught up with the Norwood Public Access team and documented their company basketball game with highlights, post-game interviews, and all. Here's MPA Ballers.
Yeah, today's the day that we ball. MPA Ballers, Volume 1. I'm about to beat Megan. Let's go. Here.
Is he?
The champ is here.
Well, Megan's been talking a lot of trash, you know, she's been getting hype. I might just have to show her how that 2K crossover works. A little hesitation. Get prepared, we out here. MPA Ballers. I'm hoping to take home the trophy. If there even is one, I'm taking it home. MVP.
In all reality, I'm just here for the pizza, so.
Mike's going down.
It's funny he said
Bernard's
the opposite
going down.
So did he.
I think Nate Puzzi's gonna cross up Bernard.
I am sick and tired of hearing how good Megan Corbett is in basketball. So, not anymore.
Oh yeah, Megan's going down.
Megan's going down?
Yeah, Nate.
Start over.
I'm very excited for tonight. The turnout should be good. I am ready. I have my plays, my plays ready. So I do, Bernard. So I'm ready. Yes.
Are you?
Woo!
Find your man.
Nothing, just getting ready. Pumped.
Prepping?
Yeah.
I got really no expectations going into it. It's going to be a blast, I know that, and I'm really just looking forward to seeing all the different MPA crew come together, and this should be a fun one, I'll say that.
Yeah, we're used to seeing them behind the cameras and behind the mics, watching them play on camera here. This should be interesting. We got a good mix of people here. Pretty good turnout. I'm excited to see how the game goes.
Obviously.
I'm gonna be shooting threes. I'm gonna probably dunk on Nate.
What?
Oh!
What?
Talking
smack.
Called out.
Well, so you know, we had the game. White team, we won. I think by 9 points. Put in work. Megan Corbett became the MVP. She was scoring buckets after buckets after buckets. All that trash I was talking, that's in the past. But if she wanted, she could still get it. But you know, that's another story. That's another story. Shout out to Mike. You know, we call him the White Ghost. The White Phantom, actually. Drops buckets. Buckets.
Bitter about the loss. You know, good turnout.
A little bit.
We
Good
shut
crowd.
Crowley down.
You know, Bernard,
No
when
points.
did you even get into this?
Scored 4 points. Get at me.
You know what? I was just trying to be a good sport when Megan almost knocked me down like 4 times.
And that's why you guys lost.
Because I was on.
That's
Brendan
why you
Hurley.
guys
I
lost.
was on
Crowley
Brendan
flops.
Hurley. Impact.
Crowley flops.
That's why they lost. They're not intense enough.
You're wrong.
Weak.
Tonight went great. The game went really well.
well
it was
is
like,
how you say
it was
in
like
correct
that.
grammar.
Like Robbie just like Robert Way just appeared. Like
You know,
the
I just
on-air
do
talent.
that. You know, I was
Robbie.
good on the buzzer. I liked that. That was fun.
Who was your
Aaron
favorite
was the
player?
best by far.
I
the
will
MVP.
end you.
I will end.
I will end you. Okay, I think that's it though, right? That was fun. It was a fun game. We enjoyed it. Yeah.
I think it went really well. I think it was great to have everybody all together, and all the kids from college came back.
I think it went pretty well. We had some great plays. We finished the plays off pretty well. We just couldn't come out with the win at the end. You know, Megan was a good competitor, and it was a tough fight, but I think we tried the best that we could.
I lost, man. I got beat. It's all right. Get him next time, right? There's always next time.
There's always next time.
Always next time.
But hey,
Until
you
then,
played good.
played all right. The team gave it their all. That's all I could ask for. You know, at the end of the day, just came up a little short.
Game was fun. Had a great time. Go blue. Kept it close for a while. We were up at the half, but you know, we just kind of lost it. Thought we all played evenly. It's great. Blue team had great chemistry, definitely. But you know what? We just couldn't keep up.
Eric and I led those chants.
Yeah, we did. We were great cheerers on the side. But it was great. It was great team bonding. And yeah, that's about it.
That was great, and congratulations to the winning team. It was nice to see some NHS-TV alumni also getting their game on. Well, thank you to all of our reporters, directors, producers, and editors, and we thank you at home for watching. This has been Mustang Magazine 25 for May. That's all we have for you this month. Don't forget to follow us on all social media and catch all your favorite original NHS-TV content at nhstv.org. Thanks for watching.